Camera's on, everything is good. We're all set, ready to go. Just looking at this for a second. Heat sinks in there. I mean, not heat sinks, but these need heat insets. On this one, I think I'm going to actually we're gonna finish off where we left off. We're gonna put this frame together, the bottom part of the frame, and then I'll probably cut this this live short after that, and possibly the next time I'll be on after that is on Tuesday, because and I'll explain. Don't want to do too explain. I want to get right to it. But we actually left off on this part. If you guys can see in the back, we left off on this part. I didn't have a 35 millimeter M3, but I ended up ordering one and it came in. My apologies for not being on yesterday. It was a very busy day. So we'll put that long screw in there. That's a 35 millimeter. We'll put that on it. We'll put that in there on both sides. I was looking at the video. I think I have to take the top off real quick and tighten that T-nut on one of the sides. I don't think I did that. But let me do that and then we'll continue. Where were we at? I'm talking about, let me not do that. And I'm talking about this. If you can see, it's a T-nut that goes inside of here, right there. So T-nut right there. So I'll take that off real quick and then we'll tighten it up. So let's get to work. Get this top camera going. You'll see we got a lot on the desk. We got a lot on the desk. All right, so, and the camera even moved. And then you guys gotta excuse this camera. When I'm off these next few days, I'll be doing some construction in here. And I'll be putting this camera, it's kind of crooked, but we're gonna go with that anyway, maybe. We'll put it like this. And I'll be doing some type of, we're doing some construction in here, putting this camera a bit higher, putting it to the ceiling. That way it won't move when the table moves and all of that good stuff. So let's get this off. Like I said, I got a T-nut in here that I have to tighten up. Let's put that on. Got my pieces in here. See if I got this one fits. I'm gonna get more of the familiar pieces in there. Alright, leave those in there. Does that fit? Nope. Hope. So I said I don't want to lose any of these pieces, but I'll use this. So I'm gonna take this one out. It's not even the one that fits in there. There we go. That's the one that fits in there. Hey, how you doing, Deli Needs? So I'll take these out and place them where I can see them. It was one side, I don't know which side it was, but I was looking at the video and seeing I didn't tighten it up, and I need to do that. Let's take that off for a second. It was this side. So by luck, I got the first side I took off. I'm over here wondering why this isn't taking it off. It doesn't fit it. Tight. Don't want to over tighten it. This is still plastic. And there we go. So I'm gonna put this back on now. You gotta make sure that this 1140 doesn't, it goes around the actual wheel. And let's get this back in here. Excuse my wife coughing in the background. All right, put that on. Put this on. Find those 35s that I just purchased. I thought, all right, they're right next to me. So this thing moved again, didn't it? I'm sorry. Pop this open. Brand new pack, so it's still taped up on the sides. Tape on that side and tape on that side. So I cut that. I did not. Alright, so we're looking for the 35. It's right here. It's the smaller one. It's the smallest one, or the shortest one. Second, the shortest one. The shortest one is 30 mils in here. That's 30 mils. This has got to be a 35. Bought the whole pack. We only need 2, but we don't know how many of these I'm going to build. So, might need them definitely for sure later on down the line. Beautiful. And that has to go all the way down at the bottom. So that's the reason why it has to be 35. All right, once they get in there, switch this out and hand tighten them. Put this more in the middle, switch this out and hand tighten these. Get my hand out the way. These. Tighten that. They can go all the way down with these. Pretty tight, you got it pretty tight. Alright. So now that's on. These are the 2 Z-axis rods on the front of the frame. Let's find out what we gotta do next. Lost my chroma key. There it is. All right. So now that we got this on, we are going to top corners that's in there. All right, so we're going to put the heat inserts into the front skirt. front skirt. So a little box right here. Is this? No, I didn't make this front skirt. This what it looks like. Thought I printed a red one. This is a black one. I don't even know if this is the front skirt. It looks like it. Looks like that's the front skirt, but I'm pretty sure I printed a red one too. Move the stuff out the way. I should have cleaned this table off a bit before we got started, but alright. But I am just stubborn. Drop this stuff off. These in here, we don't need you guys just yet. I think I'm done with you. I don't need any more of these extended bolts, but I do need bolts to leave on the table. I'm gonna need these for later. I'll explain to you guys why on that. That'll come up. Stays there. These. You guys too. Probably need you as well later, Mr. Hammer. You can sit to the side. Skirt. I thought I had the red skirt, but apparently I printed it black. And that's fine. Alright, some insets. So the insets we need are M3. How many insets we got right here? We got a bunch of them. We need 3 of them. They go in the back. Let me plug in this iron. I want to watch out for that. Headphones back on. Okay, so while that heats up, we'll get the heat insets ready. It says we need 3 of them, so we'll go to the top. Let's go to the top. You back on. Ready? There we go. Alright, let's go to the top. So we're gonna take 3 of these smaller ones. Let me make sure they're M3s. They definitely are M3s. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. These 3 are going to go here. Let's get it up straight. It's popping out. Give me some needle nose. So it's going here. Here. And the last one goes here. Okay. Cool. So we should be pretty hot on this now. touching this right now. Wouldn't ever recommend doing that while it's hot. Okay, so we're gonna inset this one. So what I'm doing is, you can't see it on camera because this camera keeps moving up top. Once I get it kind of sort of close to the edge, I let the rest of it, and it didn't have enough heat to do that. So I'll do it up top this time. So once I get it close enough to the edge, I'll place it on a flat surface. It wasn't flat right there. It wasn't flat there either. Place it on a flat surface to make sure that it's even. Yeah, it wasn't flat enough there. What's going on? I got some filament on this, which is not good. Okay, so we'll do this side. Got so much stuff on this desk. Yeah, that one's flat. Okay. Need to get my wet pad. Do this one. Do this again. That's flat now, but it does have some filament inside. So after we do that, let's go to our next set. Alright, so after we do the heat insets, we're going to get 4 M3. Let's see which one. We're going to get 4 M3 by 8 screws, and we're going to put T-nuts on the top of all 4. Alright. Here. So here we get set. So we need 8mm, 3 by 8mm. These right here. I mean, we need 4 of them. Let's check out, see what the size is on these. Now, these are about 6mm, so we need them a little bit longer than that. This looks more like 10. These are more like 10mm. We need them a little bit shorter than that. And that was M4 anyway. 10 still. Do we have 8s in here? No 10s. That ASA burning on that thing is killing me. Wonder, can we use 10s? I might have to look at another screw set. I don't think I have many M3s in here. I used a bunch of these, a bunch of M4s and M5s. here, we always got a bunch of these things. So M3x8s, we got 20 of them in here. Plastic on these things kill me. It's a good thing. You don't want it to come to you bruise all over the place. So the M3s x8s are right here. Move this. We'll get to you. I'm pretty sure you'll help us a little later down the line. Any T-nuts. So we need 4 of them. You guys can go back in here. All right, we got 4 right here. And we need 4 M3 T-nuts. Let's make sure these fit our M3s. Perfect, they fit. So we got our T-nuts right here. All right. So this needs to go through here, through the top. This way. Start on this end. Should get some needle nose for this stuff. So I'm definitely gonna need them. Fingers are way too big to go in those. Needle noses. Got everything in the book in here besides needle nose. Couldn't be anything other than the M8. Sorry, I probably took out the camera. Yeah. Come on, guy. Got 4 of these to do. Are you going? Give me 1 second, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta grab a needle nose to get that in there. All right, sorry about that. So this should give me more of an anchor to go through there. And then sure we gotta go up that way, yep. There we go. All right, let's get this next one in there. Let me see something. Is fit on there? No. Does this? No. But this does. Okay. So we'll put this in there. Oh yeah. All right, yeah, I'm upgrading the Ender 3 to Ender 3 NG. This is just you know, I'm not touching the upgrade unless I'm online live doing it. So every step I'm taking, you guys are seeing everything that I'm going through. So you know, if I run into a snag, it's going to be live on here. No, I don't run a 3D printing form. On our website, we do have some 3D printing products, but they're not necessarily a form. If you want to say we're building a form right now, we definitely are. But more or less, this is just a hobby. It's a fun hobby, you know. A few years back, I got into 3D printing, and this is I've done like different mods to some of my 3D printers, but I've never built one from the ground up. So this is the first start. I think the Voron would be probably something that I would be interested in. This is just kind of like the kickoff for it. So these T-nuts go on this side. Please don't come out. Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. It doesn't. A lot of people print the same things, but a lot of people don't do it as far as a business is concerned. So, if you want to buy a 3D printer or a few 3D printers and create a form and print some of the products that the people have already designed, and you may see it around, but you can definitely create your own lane with it. You know, no idea is really original. It's just how you do it. So if you want to take it and make it your own, you know, 3D printing form, and the best thing is you're right to try and jump on a new design before everybody else goes through with it, then yeah, that's the way you can kind of speed off with it. But everything else, you can do the same thing that other people are doing. It's just the way that you do it. Me, myself, we do go to different events and sell 3D products as Jedovi. Okay, so we're going to take the skirt that we just put the T-nuts in, and we're going to put it at the bottom of the front of the frame. this. T-nuts went just in there like that. As we tighten, the T-nut should catch, but we have to fit this in there, which I don't think it will fit. I think I may have an extended one right here. It's not going to fit in that hole either. I don't know if this actually fits. All right. I wouldn't go in there. Might have to drill those holes a bit in order to get that in there and tighten it up. So let's try that. Let's drill this up. Let's make these holes a bit bigger for the other side of it. Yeah, I want that Creality with the multiple filaments as well. Like you get multicolor printing. That's the eye catcher stuff. You know they got some pretty decent, some pretty interesting filaments that look good, but multicolored prints, that's the one that catches people's attention. Make that bigger. This is a bamboo printer. Oh yeah, bamboo's pretty cool as far as printing out of the box, but it's just like any other 3D printer. It's not when something happens and you gotta, it's not if something happens and you gotta do maintenance to it or upgrade some parts, it's when it happens. So it's still the same concept of any other 3D printer, but it does start off pretty good out the box. That's why I like bamboo products, but eventually you're going to have to do some fixing to your printers, like the hot ends go. You're going to have to know how to change that out. But other than that, the Bamboo Labs they're great. Bed leveling is another tough thing as far as 3D printing goes. Like the first layer and stuff like that, Bamboo Labs are. Well, the X1C definitely, because it has the LiDAR, and it does. And LiDAR, you can't depend on it. It's not the end all of knowing if everything's okay, but it does. That's pretty intelligent as far as letting you know if your first layer is going to be decent. The times where I ignored it, I'll say about 70% of the times when I ignored it, saying that pardon me. About 70% of the times that I ignored it when it said the first layer would mess up, the print messed up. The first layer was messed up and the print eventually messed up. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to drill this to get this in here. I don't know where I put my drill bits at, the bigger ones. So hopefully I can try and force this in here to tighten these T-nuts. There we go. There we go. So I kind of have to force that in there. See if I can get it out. Create a whole nother problem for myself. Gotta make that hole bigger. Forced it in there, now I can't get it out. ABS, ASA, yeah, they just have a higher melting threshold. So when you start running high heats through these 3D printers, when you start running high heats through these 3D printers, if you're building a 3D printer from filament, you want a filament that's not going to melt or give way while you're shooting so much heat 3D printing other filaments. So I wouldn't say on this 3D printer you can't print ABS or ASA because that's what you made it from, but if you print it in PLA or if you print it in PETG or something like that, heated definitely, you know, you'll start getting some thermal problems definitely from them. But with ABS and ASA, they can withstand heat a lot more and they're a bit more rigid. All right, so what I'm looking for now are my drill bits that I had. I put a lot of stuff up because I figured I wouldn't need it anymore. But I need to drill these holes a bit bigger. So I need those other drill bits. And I set them to the side. I just gotta remember where I put them at. There we go, here we go. All right, just get a bigger one. And these aren't the ones I'm looking for. These are the ones I'm looking for. Big bit thing. Big drill. I don't remember where I put it. Here we go. Yep. Yeah, definitely if you're printing ABS or ASA, you need to go enclosed because you need your temperature to, as you're printing, you need to maintain a certain temperature because if the print cools down while you're printing it, you'll have shrinkage. Like even when you print ASA and ABS, when the print is done, you want to wait. You want to wait until it cools down some before you even take it off the build plate. Shocking it with like immediate cool air will make your prints warp as well. Like you'll see it warp. So anytime I print these parts, once they were done, I let it cool down slowly from the build plate being cooled down, and then I took them out maybe like a half hour after they were done. So I added a half hour on to each of my prints. Appreciate it, Josh. Thanks. So that's on there now. We got the bottom skirt on there. Just go here. So we got the skirt on there now. What we want to do is attach the this is if you have the Ender 3, the Ender Pro. Pretty sure it has a 40/40 Y extrusion, but on the Ender 3 it only has a 20/40. These pieces that I'm about to put on there now, they basically convert it into the 20/40 piece into a 40/40 piece. So let's set this aside for a second. Yeah, all right, let me get those pieces where are they? Go back to the top. So it's these pieces right here. And we're gonna take our, the one that's 330 millimeters, the 20 by 40 extrusion that's 330 millimeters. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Let's see. And yep, it's this one. All right, so we'll go back here. So for this one, I'm going to put M5s back here and up here on the two ends, and we're going to put, it's saying only 3 M3s at the bottom in sets. And then we got to get some more M3 by 8 bolts and M3 T-nuts. So let's start making that happen. So let me sit. You got to sit in this way, like that. So they go on the bottom. M5s. Do the M5s first. Add some right there. These are M6s. How much room do I have? These are M4s. One, two, three, four. And these are M3s. You need how many of these? 3 of these. Okay. So these go on the bottom. Yeah, I won't be on tomorrow. I'll be doing some construction in here. Got to get that camera mounted on the ceiling. And a better green screen in the back. I'm just setting them, putting them on the flat end, just to make sure that they're flatly, you know, equal, like that. All right. So we'll do the M3s now. This one only has one in it on this side. Just the shit right in here. Use this. This insert won't sit right, so I'm gonna just have to. God. Let me see this. This one's being a pain. There you go. Done. These go on the very end and then the very front. Very end and then the very front. Sometimes I wish I didn't have hands this big, man. Frustrating. Northeast. Yep. New Jersey to be exact. These are done. So now we got to put the T-nuts through these. And they go up. All right. Need 4 of them again. 3x8s. And we need our T's. 3x8 T-nuts. 4 of them. All right. Just lock this on first before I get to that, because if this falls out, sorry you guys can't see it though. So that's that. I'm gonna have to drill holes through this again too. Oh my God. Clip it. Whole layer off of this thing. There we go. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we took this, we put our heat insets in, we put our M5s in right there, and we put our M3s in along the bottom, put our T-nuts on, and now we're going to take that 2040 by 330 extrusion piece and attach our adapter piece onto it. Oh my God, I put those on upside down, man. You guys let me put it on upside down. Oh, okay, okay. Maryland's not far. It's not far at all. Yeah. Jersey just real cold. It's supposed to snow tonight, if I'm not mistaken. That was done because I might have just destroyed this piece. I'm glad I didn't. Yeah, it's gonna snow tonight. Pretty sure it's gonna snow in Maryland too. Like I said, you guys aren't too far away. good, I didn't mess that up. All right. So this piece is gonna go in here. Okay. So now we're going to take our tool and tighten these up. And hopefully the T-nuts catch. They caught on that side and on that side. Yeah, where I'm at in Jersey, I don't think we're gonna get much at all. It says about 2 inches for us. Cool. Did you come off? Nah, you didn't. Just tightening these things up. Make sure it sticks on this extrusion. That's tight. It's tight. That's tight. And that's tight. Okay, so that's on there pretty good. We're good. All right, so I will be putting these extensions. I'm going to do the extended version. Into 3. All right, I don't think I need that. Frame bottom rear extrusion. East side extrusion 350. Into 3 Pro, or you already got the version if you are not using a Pro. Alright. Mark the middle of the extrusion on the top of the front end. Okay, it says mark the middle of the extrusion on the top of the front end. So it says basically mark the middle of this. Let's see this. We have to mark this thing. Let's find the middle. So we can't get it all with this. So I'll measure to this piece. From here to here, it's 169. All right, and here to here is 180. 169. So it's basically 350. 350. The middle, 350. So, I'm sorry. Middle, 350, 150, 175. It's the middle, 350. that not the middle right there? Middle of that screw. Alright, so this is 175 right here. We're gonna mark this. Yeah, 175. Alright. Alright, I went with the printing frame for right now, but that's where when I get to that point, that's where I'm gonna stop it. Because I am going I just changed my mind. I'm sorry I already started the build, but I'm going with the extra 2040 by 350 extrusions. I'm pretty sure they're 350, right? I'm hoping they're 350. That's what I ordered. Nura. Okay. Now, when you went with the ultimate frame, but you went with the full extrusions, the metal extrusions, right? 20 by 40. They're 2040 by 350, right? They're not 2040 by 400. See, if you're looking now, see this is the printed frames. I just ordered the metal extrusions. So once we get to this point, and I guess it's asking me to get here now, I was going to stop the video because I'm going, rather than going with these printed ones, which are these right here, I just ordered the metal extrusions. Like, these are the printed ones right here. And like I showed you, these are the pieces that go to it. But I'm going with these. Ender 3 frame, the ultimate, yeah. Bottom frame, sides. V-slides. See, I think they're 300. These are 300 both. V-slides, 2040, 300. 2 frame spacers. Four Allen keys. Yeah, I'm going with the ultimate frame as well. Let me see. 2040 by 350 if I remember right. Yeah, you're saying basically I'll have to print these parts right here, right? If you look, these parts right here, I'll have to print them for the frame. Which I think I'm printing anyway. Yeah, I think I printed those parts anyway. Okay. Yeah, I think I pretty much printed everything except for anything that mentioned 3 rods. Because I'm only going with the 2 rod version. So yeah. All right, no problem. I already got that printed. That's gonna be that way. So it would probably be best for me to stop here because it's starting to actually build the rest of the frame based off of the printed Z on the Z direction. The frame pieces in the back when I'm going with the ultimate frame. So I need to purchase, and I already purchased them. They'll just be here on Monday. That's the reason why I won't be on until Tuesday. The ultimate frame pieces, which are 2040 by 350 extrusions in the back, if I'm not mistaken. And in the front, pretty sure they're these, or these might be for the back. The 400 millimeter and the 350 is for the front. And I have the extension pieces for them as well. Let me just make sure there's nothing else I can do before I sign off. Extrusion, I'm already here. I marked the middle right there. This is the printing part. I'm not going to use that. And the reason I'm going with the ultimate frame, it's more rigid than this. This is the classic, and I'm pretty sure it's fine. But since I'm not going with the 3rd rod right now, because I'm not worried about the auto zine, the bed level zine right now. I'll eventually do it later. It's more rigidity in the actual metal extrusions on these ends right here. So if it's stopping me here, it's stopping me here. I'll be back on Tuesday and I'll continue from this point with the ultimate frame. All right, so thank you everybody for tuning in. I appreciate it. I know I wasn't on that long, but I just wanted to get to the point where I can get to the 2040 extrusion level, so that when we get back on, we can get back to finishing this up. Like I said, I do want to get this done by next week. I got some construction to do in here anyway. This top camera is going to be a bit better. You won't see that wire. My actual green screen won't just be a cloth on the wall. You guys, it's a projection screen, so I got to do a little construction in here, and we'll get back to it. So thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, be kind to one another because you're only one of a kind. Happy print, people. I'll see you in the next video.